Hey, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, who is the God of the Hebrew Israelites. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is the true name of his only begotten Son. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did teach us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Hey, back at it. Just a quick spiritual observation, man, concerning the stupidity of our people, man. Today, specifically the men, but all of our people, in the fact that they are constantly putting material things on a pedestal, man. All right. The Lord, has taught us to set our treasures above this place, man. Desire those heavenly things, man, those heavenly rewards and gifts, man. All right. But our people don't care nothing about that because they're here in the land of confusion. And this is all they care about. You know what I mean? Stupid stuff. All right. So I'll let this video play a little bit and then I'll bring these precepts out.
All right, so what's in your current sneaker rotation?
Jordan 1s, a lot of Jordan 4s, 6s, about 5.
All right, so here we go, man. Let's get straight into it. And again, man, this is more towards the men of the nation of Israel, because a woman is going to be a woman, a child is going to be a child, and these other nations are going to be the other nations, man. I'm going to bring out these precepts concerning that the Lord, charged men, all right, his men, all right, to be in charge of this thing of ours, man. All right, teaching the good news Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and the kingdom, man. All right, teaching our people the law, statutes, and commandments, and not being like a child. All right, not being like a woman, and not being like the people of the other nations. But here in Babylon, the great land of confusion. All right, this is how our men are, man. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, let me bring this precept out. Let me go ahead and get it so it'll make sense. All right, 1 Corinthians 13, verse 11. And this is the point of this whole lesson, man. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Now, again, man, us caring about how we look, man, that's a part of our culture, man. We're supposed to be perfect, all right? Thus saith Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. But of course, we sin, transgress the law. Now we got to deal with imperfection in every aspect of it, man. But again, us caring about how we look, hey, that's a part of, our culture, you know what I mean? Man, period, but especially the Israelites, we care about how we look, man. But the fact that we got grown men, and again, I'm talking about the men, let the women be women, all right, and let the children be children, all right. You got these men that are, placing these things that really of no value, all right, on this pedestal. And it's getting late in the day, man. I'm personally tired of seeing it. I'm personally tired of hearing about freaking Jordan's, period. Now, again, me being an Israelite, the spirit bears with myself, all right, that I'm possibly, a Hebrew Israelite and possibly this hopeful elect, man. So I'm doing things to make my calling and election sure, okay? But make no mistake about it, bro. When I was in from middle school, all right, I'm a late 80s babies, a late 80s baby. And, from the time I was about in middle school till my maybe my mid 20s, because that's when the Lord started bringing a lot of chaos upon my life, to receive this truth. I was all about it. All right. Jordan, I was wearing custom Air Forces around middle school. And we was designing our own Air Forces, Jordans, all of that, man. Had glow in the dark, Timberlands, all that stuff, man. But again, man, all that stuff was going on when I was a child, man. As I became a man, and especially as it relates to the signs and times, the fact that, prophecy is screaming the fact that, hey, we're at the end of this thing, and that's pursuing to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 through 6. It's a time for everything. Now is not the time to be, especially for grown men, to be caring about this stuff, man. So it just irks my spirit to see a grown man. Again, I'm on the men. I don't care if Eve come up there, and I don't care if these other nations come up there talking about these doggone shoes. Let them play. Let the children play. Let the women play. That's all they about anyway. But us as men, hey man, we gotta be about the Lord's business, man. And eventually, man, the Lord is gonna bless us beyond our wildest imaginations, and we won't have to wear this plastic crap. It ain't nothing but foam and plastic. And again, they're charging an arm and a leg for most of these tennis shoes, man. All right.
Something like that. The playoff 13s, the Cardinal 7s, and the Fire Red.
Jordan Bread Toes. I got the Raf Simmons, those Weagles. Fours right here.
It's always like a Yeezy 360.
Vans and sneakers or Skechers. I like rocking Skechers.
Some Converses from the 8th grade. Gotta keep it classic.
Got Travis Scott ones, a couple pairs of Yeezys.
And again, bro, it's the men who I'm really focusing on. It's like if you're a spiritual man, or you should have a certain level of discernment, to be able to discern, spirits on people. All right. Again, is it a sin, all right, for a man to have on Jordans and Yeezys? No, all right. But it is contrary to the law as it relates to folly, man. We're not supposed to be, indulging in folly and crap that doesn't matter, especially when the Lord is waking his people up, or should I say have woken, his people up, and is prophesying, man, day in, day out, that this place is over with. We need to, set our mind towards something higher than what we see in this place, man. And I can just see the spirit. It's like a childlike spirit on these men, man, to be talking about, and this is like what the Lord got a problem with, the fact that our people have this wealth of knowledge about everything except the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, of the scriptures, man. Whether it's sports, whether it's Jordan, they can tell you, oh, Jordan 1, I got the infrareds, or they got all these names, powder blue foes, or cherry pie threes, you know what I mean? And it's like they got this spirit where they're just so engulfed in it, and they love it, man. And I, through the spirit, I got a serious problem with it, man. Why you got real men, fighting day in, day out, suffering, enduring chastisement, all right? And you see these idiots, putting these plastic shoes, these pieces of plastic, all right, and styrofoam, what I mean, especially talking about Yeezy shoes, these cheaply made, product. It's not like it's gold, At least when Jake rap about gold, I mean, at least that's likened to, the kingdom, you know what I mean? But these plastic shoes, man, they have no value other than what people put on them. But ain't no real value in these plastic and foam shoes, man. But just look at the spirit that's on these grown, Israelite men for face value. All right, these Israelite men, grown ass men, talking about shoes. This is the conversation, man, that we would have in middle school and high school, bro. Like I grew up, man, even right around the time, the internet was coming real, prominent in society, man. But before that, we couldn't just order stuff like you can now. We used to have like magazines, East Bay books to be specific. We had the East Bay books, man, bring them to school, and we be gathering around in a circle, man, just looking at shoes, man. You know what I mean? Can't afford them, can't really get them. Mama wasn't really finna order no shoes off no damn eBay book, but we just like looking at the shoes, man. And then, time progresses and you become a man, and a man can wear what he want, man. If I want to buy some Jordans, man, the Lord has blessed me, to be able to go out and get some Jordans for myself or my child or whatever shoe I want. But guess what, man? I'm not around here praising it, talking about look at my shoes, man, and got sneakers all around my nah, like I say, bro, ain't no law, against having shoes and putting it around, your room, or having them on display and all that. I'm just saying, as it relates to the signs and times, man, you know what I mean? We should be, We should be in that holy conversation, man, and not concerned about, what type of Jordans or Yeezys, we have. And then we grow up in this crazy folly society, especially concerning young Jake or grown men that act like, young man. If you got on a certain pair of shoes, Jake will come up to you, run up to you, put you on camera and point at them and ask you what are those, man. I don't give a flying flip what type of shoes another grown man has on, man. And I will hope that my brother, being an adult, all right, a grown man, would have the same spirit towards me. Let me be, man. If I got on some dirty shoes or what, who cares, man? I'm a grown man. I don't have to follow, the norms of this society, man. Who cares? Again, we grew up. We Israelites. We did this, man. Jordan, all these people, all these brand of shoes, man. Now we know at the top is Esau Edom, but the face that they put on it are Israelite men, Jordan, Yeezy, you know what I mean? These are Israelite men, all right? So this is our culture, man, but all I'm saying is we're too old, all right, Jacob, to be completely engulfed in this like you guys are, man.
Be my cream Yeezys, my bread Yeezys, AF1s, if I'm
And to me, as a grown man, as he's naming this and as I'm seeing these shoes, all I can think about is just plastic, foam, plastic, cheaply made materials that he's naming, and they're just putting this, having this stuff in just high regard, man. Like it's like really valuable.
like, yeah, I want to be out, but like uncomfortable.
So when you think about hip hop, what sneaker comes to mind?
A Jordan. It's always gonna be a Jordan. You can't go wrong with.
For me, it's always the Jordan 1. I feel like it's a classic staple. I got them on my feet right now.
The Jordan 1.
Any particular reason?
Just a classic shoe.
I would say Air Force Ones, either white or black.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Definitely AF1s. Everybody had to get a fresh pair of AF1s, and then they had to be crisp, no crease or anything like that.
I think of Yeezys.
No, what? Yeezys, especially with Ye and how he did with the culture and stuff like that. He really took over the game. Shell toes, Run DMC joints, Adidas.
And your top 3 sneaker moments in history?
It has to be like the OG Yeezy dropping. That for me is a classic.
Yep.
Probably the whole Kanye Yeezy trend, like when he was coming out with the sneakers and everybody wanted to get their hands on it.
Probably when Yeezys dropped. I feel like it took a lot of attention off of Jordans and gave Adidas that spotlight that it needed.
Honestly, I'm gonna take it back to the early 2000s with the pastries. Like,
Okay.
when they had the platform pastry, that's what every girl wanted back in like 07, 09, that time, that era. It was a really big deal because you saw 2 young black girls making shoes for young black girls. So that's just the biggest moment I think of.
I'm probably gonna say the 3s in the Fab music video. I think Boys to Men. I think they're at WrestleMania and they were wearing the 11s with like a suit. Damn.
You coming with facts.
You could check me. I don't know. Comments probably gonna rip me, but I don't know.
Thank you for tuning in to
Yeah, man. I mean, and that's pretty much, it on that. And again, let me bring this out one more time, man. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. All right, and that's the spirit that's on a lot of our men, and it ain't just sneakers. That's just the video I just came across through the spirit, and the spirit led me to do a quick epistle on it, man. All right, but when I became a man, I put away childish things, and the love, and especially considering that they're just pieces of plastic. This is a childlike thing, man. This is what we was doing in middle school and high school, Jake. You know what I mean? Wear what you want, my brother. Don't get it twisted. Wear what you want, long as it ain't, pertaining to a woman. All right. But this reverence, man, and the fact that you're not, all right, serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, of course, to the best of your ability. We all got a serious problem with that, starting with Yahweh or Yahweh Shah. And as men, we all got a problem with the fact that we're out here, sacrificing our lives day in, day out. And you motherfuckers are still talking about Jordans, and especially them old ass Jordan 1s from the 80s. I'm so tired of seeing them shoes. Now look, I got a daughter. She's into that stuff. I done drove around the whole South, looking for some doggone Jordans for her back to school, stuff. And I do that because I enjoy it, and it's my child. But I don't give a flip about no damn Jordans, but my child do, and because she's a child, you know what I mean. But yeah, man, let me bring out some more precepts. And Jake, man, we gotta come out this, man. Yep, Ecclesiastes 10 and let's go verse 5. I think that's it. There is, yeah, Ecclesiastes 10 and 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. A folly is set in great dignity. All right. And the rich sit in low place. The point of that is that folly that is set in great dignity, especially here in Babylon the Great. All right. This great land of confusion, man. All right. The most of the 2/3 of the Hebrew Israelites have no idea, who they really are, don't really know who their power is. So they're constantly set on folly, man, with which is everything else. But these law, statutes, and commandment, man, which it was to govern us, to keep us from looking goofy, all right, from being abominable, aka nasty. All right, all the Lord's law, statute, commandment was to keep us separate from being like these other nations. But you know how we got here, man, through our transgressions, man. All right, but this folly, man, is, and again, shoes, man. All right, for an adult, that's folly, bro. And it's set in great dignity, held in high regard if you got certain shoes, man. All right, and that's just like the so-called hip hop shoes, man. Because they're just recently celebrated their so-called 50th anniversary of hip hop, man. But you don't want to start talking about the so-called designer shoes that these weirdos are wearing nowadays, and how much money that they're spending, on that crap. Same thing, same cheaply made materials, maybe, a little bit. Some may have a little bit higher quality materials, man, but it's all garbage. It ain't worth no $1,000. Some of them designer shoes is thousands of dollars, man. The average price of Jordans what, 200. And I'm being nice, you know what I mean. 200 and some change just for like some regular Jordans. Don't let it be like some limited editions, man, or whatever. You gonna pay an arm and a leg for that piece of plastic, man, on your shoe. You know what I mean. I'm a grown man. I'm a simple man these days in that regard. T-shirt, some jeans or whatever. I don't care about none of that, man, because my mind is set, towards this kingdom, man. I mean, for you brothers, any brothers or sisters that do hear this, man, I've mentioned this before, man. But hey, y'all brothers, man, hey, don't take my revelation, man. All right. But concerning how fly, we're gonna be in this kingdom, and that being a part of our culture, concerning, the actual crowns that the Lord is gonna give to, his men, all right, for being a good servant, man, and being obedient. I had like a revelation, and I pray for this through the Spirit, because the Spirit, revealed that to me, man. The actual crown, man. It just popped in my spirit, man, to pray for this. All right. So Yahweh blesses us, man. Lord willing, we are gonna be those men who will receive those crowns, man, from Yahweh Malak Yahweh, all praises. Man, I pray for waterfalls to come out of the jewels in that hopeful crown, man. Lord willing, I receive, one of those crowns from Malak Yahweh. And I'm talking about not a contraption. I'm talking about through spiritual power. All right. Real waterfalls coming out. I mean, you can hear it. I've kind of like seen this, man. All right. You can hear the waterfalls and see it. All right, out of each jewel. And I'm not talking about like just some water dripping out like an oil lamp. I'm talking about a mini waterfall coming out of each one of those jewels around my hopeful crown, man. That's swag. So y'all can keep your red bottoms and your plastic Jordans, man. And all I'm saying, if I can think of that, how much more does the Lord have, prepared for his hopeful elect, man? All right. And you brothers, hey, don't be trying to take my, you know what I mean? That revelation, man. You get, you think of something, yourself, man. But that's just something, that the Lord put, a spirit that the Lord put in me, just in relation to setting our desires above this place. Man, y'all can have Eve, you can have those red bottoms, man. Again, you guys can have these Yeezys and Jordans, man. Lord willing, I get a doggone crown with waterfalls coming out of it. Our people ain't never seen nothing like that, man. All right, and that was all given to me, through the spirit. I usually try to keep that under wraps, man, but it's getting late in the day. And that gives you brothers something to think about, man. The glory that's to come, man. Now we got to go through this process, man. But when the Lord, when we're done with our work, man, and the Lord, come deliver us from this place, oh, we gonna give it to him, and we're gonna give it to him right, man. As far, and I'm talking about how we look, man, how we carry ourselves, man. It ain't gonna be nothing to play, man, nothing to play with, man. All right, you ain't gotta worry about ever seeing me, like I say, like we say, Lord willing, we are of those men, that's gonna make it. You ain't gotta worry about seeing me wear the same thing twice ever in eternity in this kingdom, bro. I'm taking it all the way to the highest level I can take it, man. And that's why we don't mind suffering, because again, we're setting, our desires above this place, man. We know that something better is coming. All right, but let me bring out the rest of these precepts, man. Go get back on Jake right quick. Yeah, man, y'all brothers don't take my idea about that crown, man. Y'all gonna have fire, lightning coming out. I want them waterfalls though. you know. I'm looking. My mind playing tricks on me. All right, Jeremiah 4:22. All right, concern our people, man. All right, especially the men. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. All right, stupid, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, man. All right, and yeah, our people are wise to do all manners of evil, adultery, eating abominable things, man. They think that that's a delicacy, eating crab and lobster, all right, and shrimp. That's like a delicacy. Calamari, all right. Jake know how to put you to death, how to use a gun, man. But even when we're talking about like simple things like folly, man, how our people have all this knowledge on these tennis shoes, man, you know what I mean? But to do good, which is keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, hey man, they have no knowledge, and they can't blame the prophets of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, because the prophets of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai are out on the highways and byways, or the internet highways and byways, day in, day out, teaching our people right from wrong, giving them the knowledge that was given to them by Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai. All right, let's go to Proverbs, man. All right. And let's take a look at the beginning of Proverbs and what Proverbs is for. All right, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. All right, this is the purpose of these Proverbs, man: to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. There's a huge point, right? To the young man, all right, knowledge and discretion. All right, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels, man. And again, the wise counsels that's upon earth right now would be the true prophets of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai. But fools, of course, despise that knowledge, man. But a wise man, hey, this is what it's for, to teach us wisdom, all right? And we're wise enough to understand we got to let this crap go. All right? Again, nobody's against you buying Jordans, Jake. But it is the fact that you have all this knowledge and care and concern about everything except the Lord. You know every freaking Jordan number that it came out, the names of all the shoes, the colorways, all right, but you don't even know the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and we're saying it every day. We say it in our videos multiple times, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, all right, teaching you, a little bit of the Paleo Hebrew. All right, but you guys still not learning, still not tracking on any of this. But when it comes to folly, Jacob is all for it, which is why 2/3 of the nation of Israel is about to be cut off and put to shame, destruction, and eventually death, man. All right, it is what it is. You can't blame us, man. We washing our hands, man. Right now, man, the prophets are washing their hands, man, getting that blood off of our hands, man, by teaching, man, and warning the people. Hey, Jacob, hey, Israel, we're warning you. Hey, the God that y'all say y'all believe in is real, and he's about to show himself through a lot of judgment, man. All right, a lot of calamities. Look at all the fires going on, the earthquakes, the floods, man. It's fires all over the earth. The Lord is then set the earth ablaze, man. And the brother Kasap in the Mississippi camp, he did a video. Was it a few nights ago? 1-2 nights ago, concerning he saw a line of chariots, man. I didn't do a video on the chariots, man, because it's so many, my spirit just didn't. But guess what, man, that line of chariots, man, the man, when I went outside to take my doggone trash, I saw the same thing that I'm in Georgia, cause them brothers in Mississippi. Soon as I got out, and like I didn't even know how to comprehend it, man. I believe, man. I believe in the chariots of Yahweh Shema Shah. But it was, as soon as I got out there, man, it was literally a line. They were moving in a line. All right. I saw it with my own eyes, and I see, chariots, from time to time, especially outside of my dwelling place for sure. All right. But I've never seen nothing like that with my own eyes. I've seen the videos, but I never seen them moving like that. It was a line of them, man. And they were just moving across the sky as soon as I came outside, man. And that proves first and foremost that man's goings are of the Lord. Cause man, I barely had went outside that whole day, man. I just happened to be cleaning my kitchen, and I went outside and I saw those chariots, man. All right, so hey, that's a sign, man. Hey, that we got that Day of Atonement coming. On the 24th. That man, this could be it, man. The hopeful elect could be, sealed, man. And the Lord about to let those angels let go, let them destructive winds go, man. Look, the whole daggone, seem like the whole earth is ablaze. It's hot. It's about 100 degrees in the GA, and it's just fires everywhere, fires, man. But this is what we're saying, man. If y'all knew better, y'all will do better. But y'all can't blame it us. Y'all can't blame the prophet. So you gotta just blame yourself, right? You wasn't right, and it's from Yahweh Shem Hawashai. He picked, who he wanted, to receive salvation, and everybody else, it is what it is. You can't blame the Lord. You can't blame us. All right. Cause we taught you through the Spirit, man. All right. Stay in Proverbs 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. With all thy getting, get understanding. And again, man, this thing is about being wise men. All right. Wisdom. Be wise, man. Be wise in the fact, all right, that times are changing. All right. This isn't the 80s. This ain't the 90s, man, to be caring about that. And I keep on stressing men, all right, especially you grown men. We better not see a grown man of our nation, all right, talking about Jordans or sports, and they can't tell you the name of the Lord. All right. And to prove that, all right, that the Lord is dealing with men and he charged men, all right, with this thing of ours. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 4. Unto you, O men, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. All right. So again, that's why we're getting on the men first and foremost. That is why the Lord, if you look at the prison system, man, all right, is mainly, Israelite men that fill these prison systems, man. And I say that in relation, hey, Eve got to catch her judgment. If you ever wonder why it's taking so long, for the women, all right, to be humbled by Yahweh Shem Hawashai, it's because it goes to us first, man. That's the order. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and it is the men of the nation of Israel. So we got dealt with first, getting buck broke and having our women look at us like we wasn't nothing. That was a part of our curse package. All right. We went into that covenant where the Lord said we was going to keep these law, statutes, and commandments. We didn't do it. So the Lord let us have it. And he even let our women run all over us. That was a part of the package, all right, of judgment that the Lord brought upon us. That is why we always getting gunned down in the streets more than even. And everybody on the earth know by now that our women are some of the most wicked women walking on the earth. All right. Then the Lord is getting ready, to bring judgment upon her punk behind as well. But all right, it was us that went first. We went up first, man. All right. And that's why we're in the predicament that we're in now. Weak, men acting like women and children. You got grown men of our nation acting just like little kids, all right, and women, all right. And I'll bring out this last one, man, in Ecclesiastes 1:13. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail hath Yahweh given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith, man. Again, man, the sons of Yahweh Bashem Shai, not the daughters, man. Everyone is so in their feelings about it, man. And it's costing our nation dearly. And here in Babylon the Great, they put the woman on the pedestal. They let women, pretend to be men and have careers and things like that really men are supposed to have. So they're about to get dealt with, themselves. But concerning the Hebrew Israelites, man, all right, it's for the men to lead the nation of Israel under Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, most of the men, all right, weren't chosen to do that. So they're going to be dealt with and they're going to be put on blast, man, via this embarrassment. All right. When the money runs out and they can't feed their families and they can't go to the gym and they can't get adequate nutrition to keep their bodies up. And all right. And I'm talking about the men, and they can't, hey man, you best believe, man. And I'm gonna say this honestly. I'm gonna say some, because I feel like our people are that stupid. All right, they're that sottish. Man, them Jordans and stuff gonna be the first to go for some. Some look at Hurricane Hillary. I know you brothers saw the videos with Eve, out there dancing, after the destruction of that hurricane that came in and those floods, man, they out there in the water dancing. So that's why I say some. It'll be some men that still probably gonna have on, trying to keep their Jordans clean during the flood. When the Lord bring these things, man, fire raining all upon the earth. Jake going back trying to get his boxes of shoes, because that's how stupid our people are. But you best believe everybody else, man, hey, them shoes, man, personal trainer, gym memberships, man, all that extra stuff, dog food, that stuff is gonna be the first to go. All that extra curricular stuff, man, that's gonna be the first to go when Jacob's trouble kick off real nice. You know what I mean? So we don't want to get caught up in that. And again, this sword travail have Yahweh given to the sons of man. All right, because this is the sword. I think I had brought the definition of travail. Yeah, was it say? Just a regular definition: painful or laborious effort, man. So, hey, man, because we had this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what's going on, man, the men of Yahweh Hashem and Shai are grieved. We're vexed daily because we know right from wrong now. We see that something isn't right, and the fact that we're stuck in the middle of it, it grieves us, all right? We don't like to see our brothers weak like this, okay? We don't like to see our sisters out of order like they are. We don't like to see them ugly and bald-headed and acting like men. All right, so we got a heart. We love y'all more than you know, Israel, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. We're not just always, talking down upon y'all like we so much better. Y'all are brothers and sisters, man. All we just doing is what the Lord charged us to do. Warn you, a change is coming in the story. All right, get your stuff together, adult. If you're an adult, all right, then you're gonna get dealt with like an adult. All right, that's why our Lord, that's why I brought that out in what 1 Corinthians 13:11 concerning, you know, being like a child versus being like a man. It's time to stand up like men, man. Stop acting like little boys, bro. If you like, who cares? You got enough money, man. I'm grown, man. I don't put this stuff on the pedestal. If I want to buy some tennis shoes, and I go out and buy some tennis shoes and wear my tennis shoes, man. I ain't making videos and these grown ass men doing unboxing of shoes, bro. Opening boxes of shoes and got the camera on them, flipping them over. Man, who cares? They act like we ain't never seen this before. You know who we are, boy? We grew up. Our people have died. Do you understand me? Have died, got put to death about some Jordans, man. We don't need to see your shoes, Jake. Our people have shed blood about these damn shoes, man. Seriously robbed and you know what I mean. I've got, man, some people stole my Reebok classics, man, in middle school. Had some mid-tie Reebok classics. Somebody took them out the locker room. But you see what I'm you see what I'm talking about? That's why we got to get out of here, man. But with that, I'm gonna leave it right there, man. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Mahawashah. Again, just a spiritual observation, all right, for the hopeful elect, and for the 2/3, it's a warning, all right. Come out of this crap, man. Yeah, you men, stop acting like little kids, man. All right. And stand up like a man and fight for your nation, man. All right, because it's gonna be worth it. Again, you brothers heard what I said about that crown, man. Those hopeful crowns, man, they give you something to think about. Hey, and with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.